What makes you happy? Is it your family or people you care about? Is it the money or just the peace of mind? The old Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, had a different idea of what happiness really meant. They didn't see happiness the way most people do or the way the media shows it today. Which brings up the question of how you can be happy like the Stoics were. Today, we're going to talk about 2 tried and true Stoic ideas that can help you be happier in 2024. There are so many useful and powerful ideas in this list that following just 2 of them would completely alter your life. Hold on tight and pay close attention, because this is going to change your life. Let's start our trip. Number 1, don't doubt yourself anymore. Start believing. Doubt is a strong enemy that often creeps into our minds like an unwanted guest. But there's a catch. It's not about getting rid of all doubt. It's about dealing with it in a Stoic way. You see, even the Stoics had doubts about themselves, but they knew how to use them to their advantage. Think about Marcus Aurelius. He was the emperor of an empire, but he still found time to think about and give himself advice. His strategy wasn't to ignore doubt. Instead, he pushed it. He asked, "Is this thought helpful? Does it make my life better or worse?" This is a sign for us. When doubt comes up, these questions can help us deal with it, turning it from a problem into a chance to learn and grow. It's kind of funny how our doubts get bigger when the answers are easier than we think. Aurelius thought, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." These are not just beautiful words. They are also useful. Imagine that you are about to begin a new task or hobby. There is doubt that says, "You can't." This is where you change the story. Recognize the doubt and then fight it with proof of your past successes, no matter how small they may seem. Having faith in yourself can be the first thing that makes you happier. Remember that being happy doesn't mean not having any doubts. It means being able to believe in yourself even when you do. Number 2, think about your life. Have you ever put down your Netflix binge to think, is this it? Let's be honest. You don't have to go up a mountain and meditate to think about your life. You should take a moment to think deeply about yourself, maybe while you enjoy your morning coffee. Think of your life as a movie. Ask yourself things like, what makes me get out of bed every morning? Or, why do I act the way I do? What do you think? Would you watch it or fall asleep before the end credits? When you reflect, you're not being mean to yourself. You're just being honest. If your daily life were a YouTube video, would you click like or scroll past? Don't forget that you're in charge of this show. You decide if it's good enough to binge. Let's talk about dreams now. Your real, I want this so badly dreams, not the weird ones where you show up to work in your pajamas. Do they just sit on a shelf and gather dust? Now is the time to bring them back to life by breaking them down into steps as easy as your morning to-do list. Just think about it. You can take small steps toward your goals if you remember to charge your phone every night. You get to write your own life story, so make it one you'd love to share. Number 3, pay attention to what you can change. Life's unpredictability can be stressful at times, but there is a way to stay calm. Think about the things you can control. You can't change how the levels are set up or how other players act, just like in a video game, but you can get good at your moves. In the same way, pay attention to your actions, thoughts, and attitudes in real life. You should be smart about how you use this joystick and buttons. As a well-known Stoic philosopher, Seneca was once sent away. However, Seneca did not see exile as giving up power. He went inside and worked on his writing and thoughts, taking care of his inner garden. He wasn't going on a retreat. He was just focusing on what he could control. His writings from this time show how important it is to focus your energy on the things that matter most. This lesson is just as important now as it was in ancient Rome. There are things we can control and things we can't. The main idea of Stoicism is summed up in this quote, which is often credited to Epictetus. Epictetus knew what he could and could not control, so he focused on his own thoughts, feelings, and actions. By following this way of thinking, we can also become happier, more content, and stronger, just like he was when things were going badly in his life. Don't forget that the goal is not to stop the storm, but to learn how to dance in the rain. Number 4, be nice to other people. People often say, "You get what you give." Picture throwing a pebble into a lake. It sends waves far and wide, going to places the pebble could never reach. That's the power of helping other people. Being kind, even if it's just by holding the door open for someone or smiling at them, changes the world around us. The little acts of kindness that add up over time are what matter. By making someone else's day a little better, we make our own a little better too. But there's a catch. The good things you do often come back to you, but not always in the way you expect. Being kind sends things back to you, sometimes in the form of a greater full smile, and sometimes as a helping hand when you least expect it. It's not about keeping score. It's about realizing that what we do makes the world kinder and more compassionate, which is a good place for happiness to grow. Seneca knew the power of kindness and generosity. He once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Seneca didn't just preach. He lived by these words and often gave advice and helped others without expecting anything in return. He showed us that real happiness doesn't come from getting things, but from giving things away. Let's go into 2024 with kind hearts and ready to help others. An act of kindness can lead to a better life after all. Number 5, do less, but do it better. Did you ever try juggling? If you start with too many balls, they will all fall to the ground. It's kind of like that in life. Trying to do everything often doesn't get much done. You need to do less but better of what you already do. It's not how many tasks you do, but how engaged you are in them. Give everything you have to the things that really matter to you. This focused approach not only makes you better at what you do, but it also makes you feel more satisfied and successful. It's not about having less that makes life easier. It's about having more of what matters. Cut your list of things to do down to the most important ones, like a sculptor carving away extras to reveal a beautiful statue. Take out the things that aren't important to you to find your true priorities. Being clear makes you want to act, and acting makes you happy. Focusing on fewer things will help you use your energy better, so every effort will be worth it. As Marcus Aurelius once said, concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, and with justice. He was not only a ruler of an empire, but also of his time and mind. He set priorities, thought things through, and then acted with purpose. Let's remember his wise words as we try to find happiness. We can find a world of excellence and happiness if we focus on doing less, but better. To make a bigger difference, let's narrow our focus. Number 6, be thankful. Let's think about being thankful for a moment. It's kind of like finding $5 in an old jacket. It was always there, but finding it makes your day a little better. That's how being thankful changes things. Taking pleasure in little things like a warm coffee, a text from a friend, and the sunset. Life gets fuller all of a sudden when you start to notice and be grateful for the little things. It's not about waiting for big things to happen. It's about enjoying the little things in life. How can you make being thankful a habit? It's really very easy. Keep a journal of things you're thankful for. Write down one thing you're thankful for every night. What it is could be as small as taking a moment to enjoy silence, or as big as reaching a personal goal. This habit changes your attention from what's missing to what's already there. And believe me, you'll find more things to be thankful for the more you look for them. It was Epictetus who said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This man made his simple, limited life rich by focusing on what he had instead of what he didn't have. In 2024, he told us to be thankful for all the good things in our lives and to cherish them. We open the doors to joy and happiness. It is important to remember that being thankful makes you happy, not being happy makes you thankful. Number 7. Stop seeking external approval. The need for approval from other people. In the end, we can't catch the shadow we're after. Stoicism, an old idea that still has a lot to teach us today, teaches us a powerful lesson here. First, let's be honest, everyone wants a thumbs up from time to time. But here's the catch. Stoicism makes us want to change things. For validation, you need to look inside yourself, not outside. Think of your sense of self-worth as a stronghold. Why give the keys to someone else? Now let's get to the useful stuff. How can you actually stop this mission to get approval? First, give yourself credit for what you've done, no matter how small. This morning, did you make your bed? Good job. Take a moment to enjoy these little wins. They add up. Believe me, it's like making your mind stronger, but you're the coach and the cheerleader. And if you want to get likes or compliments on social media, stop. You should ask yourself, am I doing this for me or for the gram? Here's a secret. Only you know what counts. Try to do something every day that makes you proud, not for the praise, but because it makes you feel good. Rewiring our brains to look for approval from within instead of from outside sources is what it's all about. It's like clearing out your mind. Focus less on what other people think and make more room for your own growth. Being true to yourself is more important than not caring about other people. This change in how you think is not only freeing, it's also empowering. Number 8. Put yourself to the test. Picture yourself climbing a mountain. It's hard and steep, and you might wonder why you started in the first place. Here's the thing, though. Every step up that mountain makes you stronger. Stoicism, a philosophy that is as old as the hills, but as new as the sun rising tomorrow, says that the best way to live is to face and overcome challenges. Now that it's 2024, let's make our daily grind our own Everest. You might be thinking, that sounds like a lot of work, right? Well, Stoicism isn't about sudden changes. It's about slow, steady ones. To begin, make a goal that is both challenging and attainable. It might be getting in better shape, learning a new skill, or even just reading one book a month. How you grow when you work toward your goal is more important than the goal itself. Every little win helps you climb the mountain. Remember that climbing a mountain isn't something you do by yourself. Tell other people about your problems and your successes. Stoicism teaches us how important it is to share and help each other. Sharing your journey will not only help you, but it will also motivate other people to start their own climbs. As we move into 2024, let's push ourselves, help each other, and enjoy the view from the tops of our own mountains. Have fun climbing. Number 9. Laugh more. It's not just a happy idea to laugh more. It's a key part of living a happy life. To show how wise the ancient Stoics were, let us look at Chrysippus, a Stoic philosopher who is said to have died of laughter. Even though that's a very extreme example, it shows a very important truth. Laughing is a serious business. It's something that helps us carry our problems and see them in a new light. Think for a moment about how silly life's little dramas would seem if you looked at them through the lens of humor. When your coffee spills, you don't get mad. Instead, you laugh at the universe's strange timing. That's Stoicism at work, reminding us that not all problems need to be taken seriously. What can be done to make more laughter a part of everyday life? It's not as hard as you think. Start by looking for the funny side of things that happen every day. Stop and go. This is your chance to listen to your favorite funny podcast, having a rough day at work. Trade stories with your friends to see who can come up with the stranger ones. Not ignoring the complicated parts of life is not the point. The point is to choose a happy outlook. It's a sensible way to be stoic. Take charge of what you can, your attitude and behavior, and let go of what you can't. We all share a melody when we laugh, and it makes our journey together a little brighter. So the next time you find something funny, please share it. Be that person who makes other people smile. Your laughter spreads and changes people's lives in ways you may never know. To be stoic, you have to find harmony within yourself and spread it to others. It's not enough to just tough it out. You have to enjoy life too. Feel free to laugh some more. Plus, it's wise advice that has been passed down through the years. Number 10. Love your fate. It sounds like a lot to ask, doesn't it? Still, this is where the old wisdom of Stoicism meets our fast-paced, tech-savvy world. Stoicism isn't about hiding your feelings or facing pain with a stiff upper lip. It's about being positive no matter what life throws at you. Think about how you surf. There will be big and small waves, but what matters is how well you can ride them. So how do you love your fate when it can be anything from missing your Uber to having a very important email disappear into thin air? Start by changing the way you think. If something goes wrong, look at it as a chance to get better. Do you miss that Uber? You can go for a quick walk and enjoy the fresh air. Email is gone. It's time to get better at technology. It's not about being overly positive, but about seeing the good in every bad thing. You can't just make the best of a bad situation with this approach. You have to turn problems into stepping stones. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, was smart to note that. What stands in the way turns into the way. This means that the things that are stopping you can actually help you reach your goals. If your Wi-Fi goes down during a crucial call, don't get angry. Instead, enjoy the world without your devices. You could talk to someone nearby or write down those creative ideas you've been putting off. To put it simply, loving your fate means accepting that life is unpredictable with grace and speed. It means dancing in the rain instead of waiting for the storm to end.